Hello, Hope Church. I'm Kent Schubert, Chair of the Elder Board. I'm going to give a quick look back, and then I'll be followed by Keith Bauman, our Vice Chairman, with a quick look forward. First, I want to thank our staff and the volunteers who helped to get us going with live streaming. They have done just a fantastic job. I also wanted to highlight a few changes in staffing that are coming into effect. These are a result of doing leadership and role clarification work with Pastor Paul. Gary is stepping back from leading children's ministry and concentrating more on group life. We are in the process of recruiting part-time leadership for the children's ministries. Pastor Andy has picked up more of the connection part to add to his worship ministries, and that'll include the ushers and the greeters. The nominating committee has started work under the leadership of Katie Sackelman as the chair and David Fennell as the liaison. They're using some enhanced processes that we developed in coordination with last year's leaders. One of the first steps is we ask congregants to suggest names of potential elder candidates. You don't have to check on their willingness, contrary to what I said in the e-news. And then the nominating committee will distill that long list down into a short list of nominees that will be submitted to the congregation. The deacons have been working on some new local and statewide benevolence opportunities based on suggestions that were made after our congregational meeting in June. Thanks for those suggestions. Keep them coming. That's very helpful. The global outreach team is doing similar work using budgeted funds that they can't deploy in the normal manner this year with the COVID conditions. And they're working with their global partners to do that on an international scale. We do thank you. We're constantly grateful for your support, your financial support of all the ministries of Hope Church. Church planting continues to be a commitment of Hope Church, but the when, the who, the how, and the where in Albuquerque are open questions, but it is still a commitment. We continue to pray and work with the Schlinkers as they seek the Lord's leading for their next chapter of ministry. Keith, what do we have to look forward to coming up in these next few months?
Thanks, Kent. I'll touch on some highlights in the upcoming months. First of all, our annual congregational meeting will be on September 13th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The current plans are to meet online again, as we did for our congregational meeting in June. We'll be voting on elder candidates, the budget, and new members, and we hope to have a pastor search committee member list ready for approval. After the annual meeting, we'll head into a church checkup process going from mid-September through early October. And this will include a combination of in-person and online groups. The focus is on identifying our strengths and weaknesses, along with continuing to clarify Hope's vision for the coming years. All of this will help to inform what key skills and experience are needed in the next senior pastor. During this time, the Senior Pastor Search Committee will also begin meeting. We're continuing to work with EFCA leadership on the process and the specific steps to be taken. Realistically, we'll probably have a new senior pastor by spring or early summer next year. Also want to let you know that Anna has formed a Race and Justice Advisory Group. They had their first meeting this week, and this group is going to be carrying out the legwork of reading, listening to, and interacting with people and organizations that represent a wide range of backgrounds, while also considering recommendations for ways in which Hope can engage with this important issue in our country. Thank you for joining us for this short video. There'll be a bit more detail in this week's e-news. And as always, if you have any questions, please email us at elders@hopechurchabq.com.